guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making another RPG sim video, which was supposed to be my video on Update 11, but Update 11 is not quite out yet, and your boy has kind of been running out of ideas, and that's why my videos have been slow this week. But today, a lot of you guys have been requesting over the last few weeks that I make a video on speedrunning, and a lot of you may know that me and the Most Wanted 76 do a lot of speedrunning in this game. So I'm going to make a little short tutorial on a couple strategies we like to use while speedrunning Nest on hardcore. These strategies both all work solo and duo, and I recommend you give each and every single one of them a try yourself. Also, you do not need a tier 3 pet gem for these to work. Of course, it makes it easier, but you absolutely do not need the tier 3 pet gem in order to become a top tier player in this game. You really just need the tier 2 to go fast. Yes, the tier 3 will let you go a lot faster, but you can still do easily sub 20-second runs without a tier 3. Anyways, guys, let's hop into the first strategy. So, the first strategy I want to talk about is the classic Azure Rune strategy. What you're going to do here is you and your buddy are both going to run the Azure Rune and then use Blaze Slash, of course, due to Blaze Slash getting such a major bonus from the Azure Rune. You're also going to use Havoc, and instead of one of you using Calamity and the other using Lure Jab, you're both going to use Calamity. This is for if you have a tier 3 pet gem. In my opinion, if you have a tier 3 pet gem, you do not need Lure Jab. But I'm also pretty sure when you only have a tier 2 pet gem, you also don't really need it. So keep it in mind, Havoc is a far better ability than a lot of people realize. So the gear you're going to be using for this strategy is always, in every single loadout I tell you, the gear you always want to use is this. Your highest damaging weapon, so either Demon Slayer or True Blue Katana, True Obsidian Ring, the Eye Necklace, the Forsaken Armor, and the Sun Temple Aura and or Poison. The Aura doesn't really matter, it's just a little extra bonus. The reason why you're using this set is because it gives you maximum offensive abilities with very low defensive abilities. Why is this so good? Well, the way Havoc works, the more damage you take on yourself while using Havoc, the more damage bonus you gain through Havoc. So if you're at 25% health, Havoc automatically bonuses your damage by 120%. Which, if you ask me, is pretty freaking good. That's literally adding a tier 3 to you. So, basically, if you have Havoc and you're low health, you're gone. You're literally gone. So, what is this strategy? Well, what you will do is one person will lose. So, what is this strategy? Well, one person will use Calamity when there's about 2 seconds left on the timer for the Angel. When the timer hits 0 seconds, you will both cast Blaze Slash in the spot that me and the Most Wanted are sitting, because this is where she spawns. It is good to get used to where she spawns, because this lets you speedrun at maximum, speed. Basically, you're both going to Blaze Slash her and use Havoc. The first room is very simple, literally just kill her. Another strategy you can do for her is one person uses Calamity at 0 seconds on her. You wait for her to damage you a little bit, then you use your Blaze Slash when you're at maybe 75% health, and then you cast Havoc, giving you a little bit of a bonus. Then what I recommend you do when you're in duos, 2 of you both take half of the computer, complete your buttons, go up the stairs, that's very self-explanatory, and then kill the boss. You should be able to do it all within the time span of using 1 Havoc if you do it correctly. And you should be able to do a lot of runs using the Azure strategy in anywhere from 14 to 18 seconds once you get used to it. Another strategy is the Flame God strategy, and my personal favorite. I know it's not the best strategy, but it's my favorite to use, and I love using it solo. So it's very similar to the Azure Rune strategy. Essentially what you're going to use is Divider, each of you are going to use Divider, each of you are going to use Havoc, and each of you are going to use Calamity again, and you'd use the same loadout if you're going to solo with this. Why is this arguably better? So what you're going to do with this one is, at 2 seconds, one person uses Calamity again. And then you're going to use Havoc right when she spawns in and start a basic attacking her so you take damage yourself. Don't wait very long. Maybe wait a second of taking damage and then use your Divider. This should instantly kill her based on you taking damage and Havoc acting up. With a tier 3, instantly kills her. With a tier 2, I think you might need a basic attack her a couple times. No matter what, it's still incredibly effective, literally due to Havoc being an insanely good ability if used properly. Reason why this might be arguably better than the Azure Rune is because the Divider move dashes you forward directly into the computer. which makes it so you don't need to walk to the buttons, you're instantly at the buttons, and then you can instantly do the buttons. Do the buttons with your friend, go up the stairs, and then kill the Azure boss the same way you killed him with the Azure rune. Basically, just use your Havocs if you have a recharge, but you probably shouldn't. You should still have it up. Use your extra Calamity, use your Divider, kill the boss, get the sick loot, repeat. Now, a strategy that only works in 2-man here is one person can run the Divider strategy with the Flame God, and the other person can use the Azure strategy. What this allows you to do is do maximum damage to the boss, as well have one person dash to the computer to let them start the buttons. Me and the Most Wanted 76 have done this strategy a couple times, and it did let us get 1 to 2 seconds shorter, but it is very difficult. Also, something funny about this raid, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to do it. If I can, I'll show it in the background. If not, rip. But sometimes if you kill her fast enough, you can kill her before she even spawns in, and this causes her health bar to glitch when you go into the final boss room. Basically, she'll have a black health bar over the Azure boss, and it's kind of funny to look at and kind of interesting. Alright, here's the final strategy for this short speedrunning guide on Nest. So the final strategy is probably the best strategy, and me and McCoy, or the Most Wanted 76, whatever you want to call him, didn't learn about it until very recently. But the Rune of the Blade is really broken, and we don't know why. Basically, duo Rune of the Blade, both use Sword Splitter, both use Havoc, both use Calamity, literally melts her for no reason. I don't know why Sword Splitter is so good, but it is easily one of the top tier runes, if not the best rune in the game currently. So essentially what you do is the usual strategy. Take a couple hits while you have Havoc up, take some damage, not too much though, don't wait too long. Use your Blade rune, literally she dies instantly. Use computer, use stairs, go up, kill Azure, get the sick loot, get the katana, get mad money. Blade rune strategy is really broken. Solo, I'm able to do it. I think my fastest was 12 seconds solo, which is pretty good. So basically the presence of this video is you can pretty much use whatever skill you want, combo it with Havoc and Calamity, and you're pretty much good to go. Of course, this doesn't work with every rune. Oh yes, and then the final thing I want to talk about for the speedrunning video is if you're running 3-man plus, always use a singular silencer. This will speed your process up dramatically. What I recommend for that silencer to use is to use Shatter, Heaven Splitter, and Silencer. And then have the other players still use the Calamity and Havoc because they really don't need anything else. What this allows the player to do is Shatter in the first room after silencing the Priestess boss, thus dealing extra damage and letting the boss take a ton of damage. Then the final room, Heaven Split, after you use your Lure ability. This does a ton of damage to the boss, and this should finish him off pretty quickly. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed that short little guide on speedrunning. I don't go very into detail, but hopefully it helps you out a little bit. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Later!